Okay, hello everyone. My name is Dr. Kunal Patel, and today in this session we are going to learn about the regression analysis in machine learning, right? So, in my previous videos, we have discussed so many things introductory about the machine learnings, right? But actually, from today, we are going to start the algorithms. Okay, so first of all, we are starting with the regression analysis. So, regression analysis is the statistical method to model the relationship between the dependent, that is your target, and the independent, that is your predictor variables, with one or more independent variables. So here you need to target two types of variables. First is a dependent variable, another one is the independent variable. Then regression analysis helps us to understand how the value of the dependent variable is changing corresponding to an independent variable when other independent variables are held fixed, right? So based on this, we are going to discuss basically three types of cases. Okay, depends on the types of regression analysis algorithm. Okay, it predicts the continuous or real values such as the grades of a student's temperature, age, salary, or the price. Right. So these are the examples on which actually you can put the regression analysis. Okay. Now, first of all, we are going to start with the linear regression. Okay, and this is the basic model of the linear regression. In this, as I told you, that you need to concentrate on two types of variable, that is independent variable and dependent variable, right? And here the linear relationship between the dependent variable and independent variables via the slope of a straight lines, right? So here in this figure you can see that this is the data points, these are the particular data points, and this is the line of regression, this is the line of regression. So we need to draw this line of regression that best fits with these particular data points, right? And then we need to calculate the predicted values. So first of all, let's start with the types of linear regression. So one is a simple linear regression, another one is the multiple linear regression. So the previous example was the simple linear regression. Now there are three cases that can fall within this, right? So here, as we deal with the slope of line, then the equation is y is equals to b0 plus b1x, right? So y is equals to mx plus c, right? So that particular algorithm we are going to use here. We are going to deal with this particular b0 and the b1. Okay, so here the x indicates that variable x has a negative impact on y, because you see that your line goes like this, right? Here b1 is less than 0, so if x is increases, the y will decrease, and vice versa, right? The second case will be if b1 is equals to 0, if this coefficient b1 is equals to 0, so it indicates that the variable x has no impact on y, so it will be a straight line. Okay, so if x changes, there will be no change in the y, right? And the third last case is if b1 is greater than 0. So here you can see that this is your b0 and this is your b1 greater than 0. So if x is increases, the y is also going to be increases, right? So this is the positive impact, right? So based on this, we are now going to solve one problem. Okay, so here is the problem that in the last 5 years, 5 randomly selected students took a math aptitude test, right, before they began their statistics course. So the statistics department has three types of questions. So what linear regression equation best predicts the statistics performance based on math aptitude score? This is our first question. Second question might be that if a student made an 80 on the aptitude test, then what grade would we expect her to make in statistics? Okay, and the third one is how well does the regression equation fits the data. So we are going to solve these three kinds of questions in this particular example. So let's understand how this linear regression problem will help us to solve these questions. So the first of all, here there are students 5, here xi and yi. So here is the marks for that. Xi column shows the scores on aptitude tests. These are the aptitude test score, and the yi is the statistical grades, right? And the last two columns shows the deviation scores, that difference between the original scores and the average score of each test. So here we need to find the means of each and every you can say rows. Here again we are going to find the mean of these particular y columns, right? So we need to find this. The last two rows shows the sums and mean scores. So here you can find that sum and mean that will be used to conduct the regression analysis. So this is our basically data. So 5 students data we have the aptitude score of each 5 students, and we have the statistical grades in the form of y, right? And we have a total sum and mean of each. Okay, now let's go further, and here for each students we also need to compute the square of the deviation scores. Okay, so here again whatever values we found over here, right, xi minus x bar, yi minus y bar, so we need to find the square of each. Okay, and after that you will get this you can say table. Don't get confused, all these particular values we are going to use in the form of equation later on, right? But I'm going a step by step, so you will get the idea. Now the next is for each students we need to compute the product of deviation scores, so xi minus x bar and yi minus y bar. Now let's put all together all these equations. So first of all we start with how to find the regression equation. So we have a regression equation in a linear form, that y is equals to b0 plus b1x, right? Now to conduct a regression analysis we need to solve the coefficients b0 and b1. Okay, then we can predict the value. So the first we need to solve for the regression coefficient b1. So here is the equation, right? So based on our previous calculated values, here you can put the values, right? So xi minus mean of x, yi minus mean of y, divided by summation of xi minus mean of x square, right? So instead of mean underscore x, you can also put as a x bar. So xi minus x bar, yi minus y bar, xi minus xi square, right? So if you find, then you will see 470. Here is the product of this 470 divided by 730. Okay, so we'll find the b1 is equal to 0.644. So this is our first coefficient b1. Now let's calculate for the b0. So once we know the value of b1, we can easily find the regression coefficient, or you can say the regression slope b0. So mean of y minus b1 into mean of x. So based on the values, here we have calculated it for 1, so we'll get b0 equal to 26.768, right? So after that we'll find the last solution. Our equation is y is equals to 26 point this plus 0.644x. Okay, now for different x values you can predict the y values. Okay, but how you can now use these equations to solve our questions? So once you have the regression equation, using it as a snap, choose a value of independent variable x and the perform computations, and you have estimated values y for the dependent value, right? So in our example, independent variables are student scores on the aptitude test, and dependent variable is student statistical grades, right? So if a student's made an 80 on aptitude test, the estimated statistical grade would be, here you can see. So y is equals to b0 b1 x. So we have b0 plus b1 x here we have 18. So we want to calculate the y, we want to predict the value of y based on the value of x, that is his aptitude grade. So based on this, you can calculate the further predicted values, that is known as y predict, right? So here now, how you can fit the line, how you can fit the regression line, this is very important, right? So it can be there are so many algorithms. I have covered here R-square algorithm, right? And then later on we have the particular coefficient of determination algorithm. So with the use of these two algorithms, you will find the value of R square. So R square is a measure of how close the data are fitted to the regression line, and it is also known as the coefficient of determination. So how you can calculate the R square value? So summation of y predict minus y mean square divided by summation of yi minus y predict square. So based on this value, you can calculate, and it will be around 0.48. Okay, now the same you can calculate with the use of this equation, right? So later on when you find this video, you will go through this particular equation, and here I have put all the particular values step by step, and I have calculated the value. So the last value, best fitted value is 0.48, right? So this way you can find the particular predicted value. So now how you can judge the particular our, you can say, values? So the coefficient of determination equals to 0.48 indicates that about 48% of variation in statistics grade, that is our dependent variable, and can be explained by the relationship to the math aptitude score, that is our independent variable, right? So this would be considered as a good fit to the data, right? And it's in the sense that it would substantially improve an educator's ability to predict the student's performance in statistics class, right? So based on this value, you can easily calculate the values. Okay, so now in my next video, we are going to see the practical implementation of this particular example, and we'll see how you can solve this with the use of machine learning also. Okay,